Bitcoin is right now getting ready for another gigantic move, and on today's update video I will be getting exactly in towards the details about what my next move is going to be, how I will be trading Bitcoin right now, and I will be exactly go over my strategy. I will be discussing it in detail on today's video. So without any further ado, don't forget to snap up the like button back above 1,000 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So on the imminent short term, we can currently start to see that Bitcoin is actually once again starting to create a new consolidation phase here on that 1 hour time frame. And you can clearly see the downward sloping resistance line is already getting created, the upward sloping support line as well. And basically we're expecting that tomorrow the big moves are going to be happening again, since tomorrow it's Monday, and on tomorrow we're most likely to see the most amount of volume getting traded on the market. So yeah, maybe Bitcoin is still going to be breaking towards the upside, or maybe Bitcoin is going to be going lower. But since we also create this massive wick on the lower side right here, I am honestly expecting that we are still going to be going lower eventually, and my price targets remain to be the same. I still think that Bitcoin is going to take out all this loose liquidity that has been laying here in the market for weeks right now, and I think that Bitcoin will be going a little bit below it, grab that liquidity and move towards the upside. So there's a lot of untapped liquidity right here in the market that I think Bitcoin is going to be grabbing, and I will be using this in my advantage, not in my disadvantage. You have to understand that with my Bitcoin hodl position on my ledger, I am not going to be selling off anything, because there I am stacking more and more every single day. But with my trading positions, I am looking to be opening up a massive long position right here around that 39.7 to 39.5k level, because I do really think that that is the point where Bitcoin is most likely going to be finding very big support. So this is my game strategy right now here. Bitcoin looks that on the 4-hourly time frame, it is getting ready for that next move here. On the 4-hourly time frame, it already looks like Bitcoin is getting ready for that next move, and I am going to be maximally benefiting from it. You could also trade this symmetrical triangle right here if we break either below support or above resistance. So what is my strategy right now here, and what am I looking at right now in terms of support and resistance? So I think that Bitcoin will be consolidating a little bit in this region, and potentially if we break the green line of support, I think we're going to go towards my buy targets. And if I'm currently clearly looking at the Bitcoin chart right now here, you can see that on the top side the big resistance is sitting around 43.3k. So if we break above the 43.3k, potentially we could even go back towards 44.8k. But if we break below the 42.3k, I think we're even going to go down to 40.6k or even to 49.7k. So these are the two most important buy regions, and these are the two most important resistance regions above us. I mean, you've clearly seen this previous level provided massive resistance for Bitcoin, currently once again providing resistance, and this level as well in the past provided big support, and we're currently once again providing support. And I can guarantee you that this level on the way down is also going to be providing somewhat of support. So these are the two most important levels to be looking at on the imminent short term, and if we break it, we're going to go towards the next level, and that is how I'm approaching Bitcoin currently right now. So here on the 4-hourly time frame, we had that rising wedge pattern I discussed while we were trading in it here exactly in the top side. The price target of this pattern is still sitting around 40.5k, a little bit lower where we're currently trading from, but I personally still think we are going to be reaching the target. It's going to be a matter of weeks before we're going to be reaching that. Then on the bigger perspective, Tether is still printing more money, and as Tether is injecting more liquidity in the market, I still think that the macro perspective for Bitcoin is going to be bullish. So you have to understand that indeed currently I am saying and I'm waiting for Bitcoin to come down a little bit lower, but you have to understand that on the bigger perspective, the more money is getting injected in towards the ecosystem, also with the ETFs, the more likely it is that Bitcoin is going to go up over time. And of course, we've seen that more than 10 million US dollars in volume was recorded in the first 2 days of the Bitcoin spot ETF. So yes, indeed, I think that in the coming year, we're going to be having a very bullish year, but maybe the coming week or coming 2 weeks are going to be a little bit more tough. So that is what I am at least expecting. You can clearly see that on the daily time frame, we're creating lower highs on the RSI and higher highs on the price action. So Bitcoin is really just getting ready for that next big move that we're about to be creating. So the bearish divergence once again perfectly played out on Bitcoin. So if you want to be trading any of these moves that we're currently looking at, make sure to go to BYBIT in the link of today's video description, because you can currently claim a deposit bonus worth 40,000 US dollars, and without this link it's only 400, so it's definitely a win-win situation. And on top of that, guys, you could currently claim a free 1,000 US dollar trade for only depositing $100 in your first 7 days if you sign up an account using that link below. So this is a massive deposit bonus that is currently running on BYBIT, and you could be claiming it right now. And if you can't trade on BYBIT because you can't do KYC, check out bitfinex, where you can get a 10% cashback on everything you are depositing on the exchange. So looking real quickly at the liquidation heat map, guys, we can currently see that not a lot of liquidity is piling up above us or below us. And if we're looking at the monthly, you can see it even more clearly. There's just at the moment not a massive amount of liquidity that we can be chasing. Just like we saw here, there was a massive amount of liquidity, and boom, we chased it out, right? So once we're clearly seeing liquidity is piling up somewhere in the market, that is the point where I will be expecting, okay, right now, Bitcoin is just going to have that big squeeze towards the upside or the big squeeze towards the downside. So if that were to be happening again, you will be the first one to know if you are subscribed to this channel, because I will be discussing this every single day in my update videos. So on the 3-day time frame, we can currently also clearly see that Bitcoin is also creating that bearish divergence. Maybe the effect on the 3-day time frame we have not seen yet, because yeah, the uptrend has been quite huge, and if we break it, there could be a big macro trend reversal for Bitcoin, right? There could be something big coming if we are going to be flipping the macro here. But honestly, I don't really believe that is going to be the case this time around. But here on the bigger perspective, on the weekly time frame, you can clearly see the resistance to break for Bitcoin is 48,000 US dollars. 48,000 US dollars is the level to break for Bitcoin. You can clearly see the massive rejection we got from it. You can see it also here on this chart. And of course, guys, you have to understand, in 97 days from now on, we are going to be having the Bitcoin halving. And once the Bitcoin halving is going to be there, that is the point where I think the next gigantic big bull run is going to be starting for Bitcoin. So just 97 more days before it's going to be there. It's going to be mid of April. So make sure to get ready for that here. At least I am already ready. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys back tomorrow on the update video, because tomorrow it's Monday. Tomorrow trading opens again, and then we're going to be seeing more volatility. And yes, guys, if we are going to be reaching my targets, I'm going to be having a different bias, but currently I still think we're going to go a little bit lower. So this is my expectation. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.